when you talk about the future, an awful lot of people these days want you to believe that the future is a technology problem.
Yeah.
What you're hearing is this debate coming into focus now, which is, yes, there are technologies, and there are some very powerful technologies, but ultimately it's the incentive to develop those technologies. And at the moment we have a technology industry, it's market-based innovation, it's aggressive growth at all costs, and we talk about data. A lot of people worried about data and being shared and abused, etc. And they talk about the data economy. Well, we don't have a data economy. We have advertising. That's how all of these web companies make their money. It's very, very old-fashioned. It's advertising. And so I think when we do tend to start wringing our hands, and I think it's a good thing, we're starting to wring our hands and say, oh, is this really the right way to go? I think rather than having big discussions about AI and quantum, although I really like those discussions and we should have those, what we should be saying is, what are the underlying root causes of this? And the underlying root causes of this is that you can develop a technology which has a massive range of really serious externalities, whether that's on people's health or inequality or misinformation. And actually, none of that matters, because as long as you make a profit, and you make a profit every quarter, well, we just we'll shove that in the corner. And that's where it comes to what I think is the really big disruption, because we hear about this singularity, where we out-evolve our own technology. Now, what's actually happening is, around the world, you're seeing people in society start to say, you know what, even if this does make a profit, I'm not going to compromise my ethical, my moral values to use this technology. And that's both incredibly positive and incredibly dangerous. Because one of the things that humanity has been trying to do for thousands of years is to find shared values that we can all aspire to. And we don't have them. The closest we've ever come is economics. The closest we've ever come is that, well, everybody wants to make money, right?
I'm a big believer, and I'm in the business of ideas and creative ideas, and I'm a big believer that the problems with the world are not going to be solved by one person coming up with a great idea, but by rewarding collective intelligence. And so if we sit there and look at the model that we have right now, we've built models that are designed to reward individual intelligence, individual input, and protect IP around that. And I think that when we start looking at what blockchain can do, and we start talking about NFTs as an ownership protocol and Web3 as a relationship protocol, we see technologies that can start to bring different ideas together and reward more collaborative thinking in a way where everybody sees the value of that. So we're going to see a much larger network effect of thinking. And I genuinely believe that the power of collective thinking has the power to solve problems far better than anyone individually. So as a tech, I would argue in the space of blockchain, Web3, that side of things.
The evolution of kind of the mixed reality, metaverse-based experiences that we see today, where we actually are going to combine a number of discrete technologies, think digital twin, think advanced simulation, as well as this large-scale AI capability to ultimately help humans co-reason with AI more effectively and solve problems together with the technology.
The fundamental question to ask is, what kind of future do we want? And once we have that clear in our minds, then we can shape, develop, invent technologies, or whatever it is, to align us and to take us to that future.
If we want the right technologies to build into something that is a force for good, we actually need to think not just how do we monetize this as fast as we can and commercialize it as fast as we can, but actually what is the outcome long-term of this technology that we want to create, and maybe it takes longer to monetize if monetization is the right direction in the first place. But we've got to reframe the way we actually look at this and start to reward more types of outcomes with, to your point, different value metrics around what that is. But I think it starts by shifting the parameters and putting less pressure on what's the short-termism and looking more at what's the long-termism. I think that we think about things in the near term too much, and it's normal. We live in the now, so that's normal. But we've got to frame ourselves a little differently.